Why does establishing boundaries feel so impossible when you have an abuse and trauma history? Because your nervous system remembers what happened to you when you tried to say no, when you tried to establish a healthy boundary for yourself. Your nervous system stored that. So now, when you try to establish a healthy boundary, your brain automatically sets the alarm for threat because it's learned that saying no, setting a boundary, speaking up for myself is going to result in something negative happening to me. So it's really important to remember that when you establish a boundary, that guilt you're feeling is not your true emotion. That is the programming from the things that have happened to you in your past. And this is where it becomes very important when you're establishing boundaries to remind yourself, I am not doing anything wrong. I deserve to take up space. I deserve to be treated the way that I want and need to be treated. I have the right to have boundaries to protect myself. I have the right to maintain and enforce those boundaries. I'm not being mean by protecting myself because that ultimately is what a boundary is. Boundaries are essentially our operating manual. They are the rules of conduct that other people have to follow to have the privilege of engaging with us and taking part in our life. And there is nothing wrong to having boundaries. Nothing wrong with it at all. Nobody has the right to treat you a way you don't want to be treated. Nobody has a right to engage with you and in your life in a way that you don't like and that you don't approve of or in a way that makes you uncomfortable. There is nothing wrong with you for establishing boundaries. And when you start feeling guilty, when you start feeling nervous, you need to repeat to yourself, I am not doing anything wrong. My boundaries are not a violation. I have a right to my boundaries. And those who don't respect my boundaries lose the privilege of being in my life. You deserve to take up space.